I want to show you this setup that we have for our live streaming. We use PTZ Optic cameras. There's 3 of them up behind me on a shelf up there. We still need to mount them. But what I do with these is I can do a couple of things. One, the fact that they're PoE powered with my PoE that I have literally just sitting on the floor. I just flip on this switch, these switches, and they come on and they're ready to go. I don't have to do anything else. I don't have to go plug them in. I don't have to power them off. They're just done and they're here. But I use this joystick, and you can see here what you'll do in the joystick is you'll select your camera. So let's select camera 1, and which is this one here. And also right now happens to be this one here. I know it's this one here, and this signal up here is coming off of this box. Since you can see the green one, camera 1 is up here, the red camera 2, it means it's live, and it's just the one that would be streamed out. But if I select camera 1, it's off camera right now, like no one could see it. Then I can move it around. I can do other things. I can get it ready, for the next shot. And what I've also done is I've set up a list of predetermined zoom. So if I know I need to go cross stage, I select call 7 and click enter or push enter. You'll see that camera now will zoom into a preset that I've made that's ready. So if this person was about to be on camera, even though I've got this right now sending out, you can see it over here. That's what's shown is that right hand camera. And so whenever I'm ready to show this one, I've already got it ready and waiting. I can either use a slider, or I can just simply push the button in the top row here. So if I use the slider, hopefully you can see it. You'll notice 2 things. You'll notice it do kind of a transition between the 2, and then you'll notice these 2 switch. So let's do that real slow so you can see it. All right, so you should notice a transition over here, and then these 2 flip. So that means now this red one here is what's being shown and broadcast. So let's do it again. Boom. And so what this allows me to do is with the 3 cameras, I can get ready for the next shot. So let's say I want a better angle of this person, or to swap it out. I've got presets made. So now with like camera 2, I can also do, and I've set mine up with the same numbers, call 7, and then camera 2 is going to go to about the same area. Now if he's moved around, that changes things, but it gives me a little bit different angle to play around with. Now typically I wouldn't do this movement in the live camera. I would do it in the one that's in the preview. So preview is what's not live, program is what's live. But having a 3 makes it really nice because I can kind of look for different angles. I can swap during the live stream. I can like I showed you how I swap with the slider. You could just push the button here, and I'll actually just go to 3. You watch, if I push 3, see how it's now 3 is live too, and it's an immediate switch. So I don't always like to do that one as much unless I just boom, we got to get over there because the transition's a little quick. But it is one that you can do. Now another cool thing you can do with this device here, the switcher, is if I click PIP, I say click, it's really press, but I'm so used to talking about computers. If I push PIP, what'll happen is the preview camera goes down into this mode here, and it's ready to be picture in picture. And so then when I slide this, you'll notice the picture in picture is showing there in the program, and then over here in OBS, you're seeing picture in picture. That's really cool. It comes in handy for a lot of different things. Whether if you're using these to do like product stuff, you could just go picture in picture and have your camera doing stuff in the left hand corner, whatever you want to do. And of course you can, I don't know if you can, no you can't. There's no way to change the sizing of that. It's just there. And if you want to turn PIP off, you just push the button again and it'll go off. And you have to slide down to engage. Like even right now, like it's on, it's engaged. You can see it over here engaged. If I push the PIP button, and then it just kind of goes away from it, turns it off. And then if I turn it back on, I've got to slide the slider again in order for it to start working. And there are other options you can do here with this mixer, as far as how you, like I've got the effects right now to kind of do the mix, which does this. When I slide the slider right now, that's when you kind of get this mix. You know, I could do this is like a bottom to top, I think, you know, kind of thing. And you'll see that over here as well. Or I could do I think that's a right to left, yeah, you know, sort of thing. But you know, it's not as, I think it depends on what you're doing. I think that the mix personally looks better, but I could see some situations where you might like that transition instead. There's also a fade button right here. See, fade does that, so it's like a closed scene, you know. I use mix, and mix just does the, you know, mixing of them together. I love all these are both from BZB to Gear, the switcher and the joystick. The things you can do with this, the controls you can do with it, the presets, there's so many presets you can do with it. You can control the focus if you want to, the iris. You know, for your zooming in and out, you can either use this button here, which I don't know which camera we're on, 2. So, you know, you can use, you know, this to zoom in and out, you know, which probably you can see better up here. Either one of those, or you can simply twist the joystick, and that does it as well. And you can even speed that up. There's speed controls here if you want to go faster or slower. And then of course this, you know, this as well does everything over here. You know, it's gonna, however you move it, the camera responds really well to your movements. Never really had any problems, you know, with it whatsoever as far as the movements. Now you can lock it, like see what I just did. I pushed that top button and that locked it. It's like right now, if I get it where I want it and I don't want anybody to mess with it, you know, or accidentally hit it, I can push the top of this, and then now it's not doing anything. I don't think it'll affect the other cameras. Actually, it does. It actually affects all the cameras. So no matter what I do right now, I can't change anything because I've locked it, which is, you know, comes in handy if you got a lot of people up here or you're doing other things. You don't want to accidentally hit it, so you just push it again to unlock it, and now you can go back to doing it. So these combinations of these two pieces, the mixer, the joystick, and the 3 PTZ optic cameras, have been fantastic for our live streaming for our church, and made us much more professional looking, better quality. Everybody tells me all the time that they just can't believe that, you know, this is our live stream, because we're not a huge church and we're in a small town. But we're giving good quality. Of people who can't be here for health reasons are able to watch from home and feel like they're actually in the sanctuary. So yeah, great units.